Do not move a single muscle in your body. Lock your index finger precisely where it rests on that cold glass screen, and utterly refuse to let your eyes wander away from this text for even a fraction of a millisecond. What is happening right now is a violent, supernatural interception of your reality, orchestrated by absolute celestial sovereignty. This is not some random algorithmic anomaly on your social media feed. This is not a coincidental glitch in your device's matrix. And this is absolutely not a piece of media you can afford to pass off as casual background noise. The sovereign creator of heaven and earth, the Lord of hosts, has deliberately thrown a massive, unavoidable spiritual roadblock directly across your path at this precise, unrepeatable second in history. He has done this because he has been silently watching you wage a brutal, agonizing, and completely invisible war behind heavily closed doors where no other human being could see your pain. He has personally stood as an unyielding witness in the room during those terrifying, suffocating midnight hours when you wiped away your own bitter tears and absolute secrecy hours when you desperately forced a razor-thin, superficial smile onto your face just to convince the world around you that you weren't completely falling apart at the seams. For weeks, months, and perhaps even long, exhausting years, you have been crying out into what felt like a hollow, deafening void, begging for a single shred of clarity, demanding to know if your prayers were even piercing the ceiling of your room, and wondering in the deepest, most wounded chambers of your soul if you had been permanently forgotten, bypassed, or left behind to drown in the dark. But hear me with absolute, unyielding spiritual authority right now. Your long, grueling winter of restriction, agonizing waiting, and heavy silence is officially being terminated by the hand of the Almighty. The delay you have been enduring was never a sign of his cosmic rejection. It was a fierce, sovereign, and deeply protective concealment. God intentionally kept specific doors locked, bolted, and sealed because they were heavily laced with strategic, hidden traps designed by the enemy to completely sabotage your ultimate calling, and he only allowed you to feel the crushing, suffocating heat of the furnace because he was systematically refining your spirit to carry a weight of breakthrough, favor, and supernatural power that will completely defy human explanation. The kingdom of darkness deployed its absolute heaviest, most destructive artillery against your life, unrelenting anxiety, cold betrayal from people you trusted, sudden financial lack, and a systematic mental exhaustion, fully expecting you to panic, throw up your hands in total surrender, and accept the toxic lie that your story was completely over. But the enemy completely miscalculated your resilience and ran a deeply flawed spiritual operation because he failed to realize that you weren't being buried in a silent graveyard. You were actually a wholly weaponized seed being planted in fertile dirt, and your moment to violently break through the topsoil has arrived. At this very millisecond, the atmospheric pressure in the spirit realm is violently shifting entirely in your favor. The spiritual scales of justice are turning in the courts of heaven, and the massive generational barriers and shackles that have crippled your family, bloodline for decades, are fracturing to pieces. God is actively washing away the deep-seated trauma of your past seasons, fully restoring every single scrap of the years, the joy, the health, and the resources that the thief stealthily stole from you. and He is pouring a supernatural, unshakable wave of divine peace directly into your mind to forever silence the storms of panic. Lift your head up out of the dust of defeat. Utterly refuse to look back at the broken pieces and old disappointments of yesterday, and lock your focus onto the miraculous threshold that is swinging wide open before you today. You have survived too much warfare, bled too much in the trenches, and come too far down this narrow road to quit when your ultimate victory is literally one single breath away. The person you are stepping into today is infinitely more powerful, wiser, sharper, bolder, and highly favored than the person you were yesterday. If your spirit receives this urgent, life-altering word right now, declare your total, uncompromised alignment with heaven. Type, "I receive my divine turnaround today," in the comments below to lock in this covenant. Share this burning light immediately with a soul who is currently drowning in despair, and subscribe right now to keep your mind weaponized with the raw truth before the noise of the E4, the noise of the world tries to deafen your spirit again. Trust His perfect timing, stand like an iron pillar, and remember that you are fiercely, eternally loved. God bless you.